Hey, I went ahead and jumped in. Hey, Ella! I jumped in really quick because I'm running a couple minutes behind. I will explain that really quick. I am coming in hot today. I just left post, so that's my neighbors. Anyone knows who my neighbors are knows that they are the U.S. Army. I've spent my day doing outreach. I received communication earlier that someone was in need, and like just being a military mom, when I get the call, I get the call. It don't matter if it's my children in uniform or if it's someone else's. I go because not everyone stationed here has family here. So I'm going to mute for just a minute because I need to kind of gather a few of my things. I had to go to post because the need is pretty urgent. So my sale today is going to start with items I just brought home. You're going to see it as I see it, other than the fact that Mr. Stephanie and I helped pack it up so then we could transport it here and bring it live today. So just give me a couple minutes, everyone. I just wanted to be on time. Alright, sorry, y'all. I forgot I had you muted, so I may have been talking to myself. Or, Mr. Stephanie might have reminded me I was muted. So I am actually just going through a few things because there's going to be some local sales. Because certain things I don't feel comfortable mailing. Just because things are getting roughed up in shipping right now. How's everybody's day going? Welcome in, Ella, Ella, Ella. Hello, Lindsay Ann. How are you? Okay, these, I have some more over there. So the canning jars are being sold locally. They're actually already cleaned because they are. For anyone coming in, I just got home. I had a pressing matter I needed to deal with in real time. So, let's see. I'll take this way. All right. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Lindsay Ann. Hey, Ella. That's all I want to see in chat other than Mr. Stephanie. But we got 11 watching. April! Welcome in, honey. How am I doing? Can I just be honest with you right now? I mean, I've caught you on Johnny's morning show where you were live once, right? You came in after, right there at the end or whatever, where he invites everybody in. That was last week, or maybe it was the week before. And then, of course, I've seen you in other chats. So, I think most people know that I ship near Fort Riley, Kansas. For anyone who doesn't know where Fort Riley, Kansas is, that is a military installation. So the village I live in is 99% active military or retired. I don't serve. Mr. Stephanie hasn't served, but we serve in another way. We serve those who serve. And we have 2 children we raised. So I know I am new to selling, but there's a lot of you that know me elsewhere, and that is our private outreach we do in a 30-mile perimeter from our zip code. We do sometimes vary outside that, depending on if someone wears combat boots or has wore combat boots. We're pro-military, so the way our outreach works is anyone coming to us, they're not out of scent. If they're coming to us, they need help. We can't always make it happen, but we try. So interesting enough, I was in Johnny's Hump Day auction chat earlier today, and I got a message asking, I can't give identities out. It would break OPSEC, and that's a security risk I'm not willing to take. So you'll just have to bear with me. But I received a text message because my number's out there for a lot of people. My outreach number, my business number is out there. If you have my private number, because I'm a military mom with 2 kids who serve and are not legally married to anybody. So, if you have my private number, count yourself blessed, because not many do. 10 is live, only 7 thumbs up. It's all right, honey. I got a lot of people that are at work right now, so they can't really be on their devices, but come back this evening and look at those thumbs up. They'll be there. Sorry, give me a second. I literally came in, hit live, and here we are. So today's auction was going to pretty much follow yesterday's. But the text message today was, "Hey Steph, do you think you could sell a Keurig?" Okay, that's a bit vague because a Keurig can come in a small compacting machine, or it could be like the one that I got off the curb a year ago that is huge. So it's like on the tube, like sell, right? And this individual's like, yeah, because they're probably in here. If you are, I'm going to ask that you observe OPSEC and just stay out of the chat. You're welcome any other time, but while I am live today, I want to ask you not to even say hi in chat, because I don't want any way of anyone identifying who you are. I have multiple people on multiple platforms that know me in real life. I've been in their houses. I've been in their doors. Whether it's they're needing diapers, groceries, whatever. Just an assortment of things. A lot of these people are military connected. Their service member is who brought them to this area. So when they ask for help, there's a reason, and so that's why our cell is changing today. Everything I show, at least immediately, unless it's something you see from yesterday, is 100%, and you'll send me the payment if you bid on it and win today. But 100% of the profit minus the PayPal fee is going to this family. There'll be some way to approve receipt. I will not share an identity because it breaks OPSEC. If you don't understand what OPSEC is, look it up. Google has a good way of explaining what OPSEC is. So I haven't looked any of these up, but we've got drink containers. I'm assuming they're insulated. I'm just going to show you really quick because I'm trying to ground my thoughts for a minute, because I love the location I was at to be here on time. I will tell you the reason why this stuff is being sold is because this family needs groceries. I can help them with immediate means. Right the second, I can go buy them a dozen eggs if I had to. I don't have any available funds in my account at this moment. This evening, that'll change.
How much you want to sell cups for?
Huh?
How much you want to sell cups for?
Well, it's hard to tell on screen. So tell me how much you would start that one out at, because that's a big one. These are not name brand except maybe one. They all look brand new. None of them look like they've been used at all. It's what I was looking in the containers. But there is a possibility that, maybe water was carried in one of them at one time. But knowing this family, they're probably brand new. It does have a scratch on it. It's kind of white. I don't know. It looks worse on the screen.
So I started you at a $5 starting bid.
All right, $5 starting bid. You can say pink. It's somewhere between pink and red. Mr. Stephanie, is my broken tape measure over there? Because that's where I kind of took everything off last night.
Yes.
Give me just a second, so I'll give y'all a measurement on this.
Sorry, I've got it.
Now, when we packed everything, we've got at least 2 boxes of stuff, plus bags and bags of clothes. Mr. Stephanie's going to be modding for me. I caught it. I didn't drop it. When we packed these up, she did not give me a price on these. So this is approximately from there to the bottom, 9 1/4 to 9 1/2, about 9 1/2. So $5 starting bid. Lindsay Ann, they're probably children's clothes. So no, we can't do that. You probably couldn't get a leg in because they're little kids' clothes. I only had him bring in one bag because we'll see how far we get. But 100% minus the fee, it takes off the top because you'll be paying through PayPal. We'll be going to them. I'll probably, I don't know, can you pay from a card to do like a money order so there's a receipt that way or something? I don't know. I'll get it figured out. They're local. I would not be bringing this to y'all right now like this. I would have my stuff more together, but this is me, and I should get a hat that has Army or something on it. I know I've got shirts somewhere if I didn't lose them in my move. Hey, baby girl. Thank you for coming in. I'm all right. I'm up here right now, so I'm trying to come down a little. Because usually I'm not in a position of coming on YouTube and saying, hey, I can't afford eggs for a family that's more than deserving of having eggs in their refrigerator right now. Not only did this family let me in their house, they let me look in their refrigerator, freezer, and their cupboards. I'm not that I haven't had that access before, but you know, when someone says, hey, I need help, either they or their spouse wears a uniform and they're willing to let you see them in their hardship, it's a privilege. And it's an honor that's not given to a whole lot of people, because there's so much out there about, especially on social media, about people asking for help and wearing a uniform. I do have a few people I can share some information with who is military connected, either actively or, no, you're fine. Sorry. No, you're fine. That's either active military, them or their spouse, or has required some sort of rank in their life and can adhere to that. So I could share some with them, but I cannot on a live. So just know there will be some transparency. There just can't be an open window because I have to protect people's identities.
And you have Hippie Gmod.
Who? Oh, Hippie. Hey, Hippie. Hey, girl. We ain't got no fun music or anything on, but yeah. Y'all have to bear with me. My fur babies were left for over an hour, so they think, you know, it's time to go outside, which, I mean, it probably is, but I didn't give them any attention before I clicked live. So if you hear them, I'm sorry. They obviously don't have access to this area of the house. So, so the pink, it's, yeah, I would say it's pink. Let's see. This is red, so this is pink. Okay. So $5 starting bid. Hey, Southern Belle, welcome in. April, welcome back. I don't think I said actually welcome back. So $5. You know what? We're not going to do a starting bid. We're just going to do buy it nows. If you want to pay more than my buy it now, then go ahead. But you know, others are going to be coming on the regular spots today. And not that I don't mind going over a little bit, but you know, so this is at least 9 inches long from the top here to here. Thank you, Hippie. Just a minute, Mr. Stephanie's going to write stuff down so we stay organized. I need to grab a basket. I do have baskets, so this is usually the way y'all stuff goes in. So I keep it organized. And then typically, which is what I'm going to do right now, Hippie.
Jessica's Dumpster Girls is in.
Hey, Jessica, welcome in. I am marking down Hippie for the...
I got it.
I know, but I'm just showing so they see what I mean. Hippie. And today's date is the 6th, correct? Yeah. Yeah, we're going with the 6th, even if it isn't. Yeah, because yesterday was 5th. So Hippie. And that's typically how y'all's totes look. So, and then they'll go on a shelf back here until I have a container. Not that I don't have them, but have them assembled. And so forth. All right, this one's going to be a little different. Oh, it says it on the bottom. So this one is ASOBU. I don't know what brand that is. But it says it is BPA-free, vacuum insulated, and it's 33 ounces or 1 liter. So it's teal in color. It's a big, wide one. Let me see if I get something to use for reference. It's almost the length of a Sharpie. So we're going to do these at $5, okay? We're not even going to... It does not look like it's ever been used. I can't say it's brand new because it may have held water at one time. But you get the straw in there, looks brand new. It does not look used at all. I think this twists down. Yeah, it does. So then you put this on and you twist it again. $5. And that'll be for the teal one. So you just put the word teal or put $5 in the comments. This one's a little smaller, so we'll start it. Well, I'm not going to do start it, so I'm going to do buy it now. This one is 18 ounces. It's insulated. It says simplymodern.com. Summit. Made in China. It's green. It's almost like a forest green, but not too awful dark. This one, again, looks brand new. All the sales from this, minus my PayPal fee, is going to this family. This family is local to me. $3, Mr. Stephanie. This one, let's see. I can do the measurements on both really quick. So the teal one, which I already did, which will be $5. Let me get the right end of the measuring tape. Is approximately 7 inches tall That's to the top of here, okay? And around. Let's see how fat this baby is. Or life size, because I don't really use the word fat. I use the life size. So around it is approximately 15 inches round. And that one was 33 ounces, fluid ounces. All right, I am going to move Hippie's bag or basket over here. I'm going to grab another one for unclaimed. Wait, let's go with a different color for unclaimed. So that one, and then this one is just over 9 inches. So just over 9 inches, $3. And if you think about it and want it, you can claim it in chat and we'll get you down. Let's see, what else? Okay, so these, let me see, let me count. Let me look at them all really quick before I get going, because we just literally packed them. Okay. You know, Christmas is coming and excuse me. Christmas is coming. I need to get a drink. I probably left my drink in the other room. So there's actually 10 of these, but I'm checking them all out really quick. I can feel the ridge of the seam on these, but that's all like there's a seam right here and I can feel it, but that's the maker. So I'm just feeling to make sure, because this household has children, so we're going to start it with $10 because there's 10 of them, Mr. Stephanie. These are Christmas green. I don't know that it's showing through. There's 10 goblets. I will check all of them through really quick. But for anyone that's in right now, they stand 5.5 inches tall. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can figure out something that'll show the screen a little better. Let's see. I don't know if that helped. Let's see.
Got you, Hippie.
Hippie, these will probably come in a separate box. I will not make you have an exuberant amount for shipping. I do pirate ship. But just for the sanctity of making sure these make it, they will come in their own. It'll be probably a box in a box, so this may take me a couple days because I have to. When y'all's packages go out, if I do not feel that they will make it, I'm not going to send it. I'm not. I have to feel comfortable. Kraken, I'll get to you in just a minute. I'm not trying to ignore you, but that's just emotional. That's amazing. I am so glad. Were you surprised with the extras in there? I bet you were, because I only showed you about half of what her gift was, and you chose half of it.
And Maritza's in here also.
Hey, Maritza. So, Hippie, since you're the only one in for 10, and we'll let you know, and I think you can see it right here. Yeah, you can see the same right here. You can feel it. So, if you go around, I don't feel it on this one, but I do feel it right here. And it's on either side. I just want to make sure. I think these are probably, I don't know. I have some blue ones just like this. And they're the same way. I'd love to have kept these, but I didn't have the available funds to give this family in. So I asked the family, because they've been in my lives before. I explained to them that everything that's theirs, absolutely 100%, was going to be theirs at 100% minus the fee. She didn't want to take that from me, and I told her no. All it's going to be is something on my tax form. I'm willing to accept that. But they need. It's not like they don't have anything in the refrigerator. It's not that. So all of them checked out, Hippie. It's the fact that literally they have a gallon of milk to take care of a handful of toddlers. They have no eggs. They have some butter. They had milk. They didn't have eggs. They did have butter. They had a couple other things. I don't remember seeing juice in their fridge, and she almost always has juice for her children. I can't get wrapped up in it. Mr. Stephanie has a payroll check coming. Not that we have a whole lot, because we have invoices out with others. But they're going to have eggs this evening. I don't know everybody. I know not everybody knows me, but I know what it's like as a child to have food insecurity. And that's where the emotion's coming from, y'all. My mom was a single mother. When minimum wage went up to $2.13 an hour, that'll tell you how long ago. Yeah, they did pay for food stamps back then. And we went to the store, and we probably got a stick of gum. Cost 25 cents, and the person would give you back cash. It was a long time ago. That money didn't go for cigarettes. That money went into paying our utility bill or getting medicine. The first thing that comes out of people's budgets when they've got to pay something is their grocery bill. I've talked to other people about this. I'm not the only one. I am not okay with anyone who's taken an oath to defend us, wherever you're at on that, okay? Because we're not doing politics. Supporting our military has nothing to do with politics. I am not okay for them to risk everything and their babies going to bed tonight hungry. I am not okay with that. I have other resources to reach out to. Those resources are probably watching right now. So my phone has been going off here and there. I've got a great community around me. But if this family's willing to let go of things, the few things they brought with them when they moved to this duty station, it was hard for me, y'all. I wish I could have just handed her money and said, listen, I couldn't do that this time. I've done that on other occasions. I couldn't this time. And she's not one for handouts. She wants to help. She'd be here if she could, but she's got toddlers to take care of today. And their family's going through a hardship. And on top of that, now they're dealing with food insecurity in their home. That's not okay for me. Give me a second. All right, so that went to Hippie, right?
Yep, I got it all wrote down.
Okay, let me put this with Hippie stuff. We're just going to set it in that box. I'm going to put her card over in that. So when I ask you where her basket is later, you gotta let me know. It's in the box. Now I'm gonna show some stuff I did not show yesterday. I think I've got another box of her stuff, but I'm gonna show some of my stuff. Now, this is something she don't know. Don't call me on my phone right now, honey. I will not answer. I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear you. The stuff I show you is going towards their grocery fund. So I'm going to show you all these pieces. I just need to figure out a way of doing it really quick. Some of you might know what these are. I don't know what they're worth. I know they're worth something. They are stamped, made in England. And I don't know if this is the entire set, but there's 4 pieces here. Hey, Rita, thank you for coming in. Anyone I missed, Kraken, I will come back up to you, I promise. So, these are tins. It's a set. It's identical. I picked these up in my 30-mile perimeter of Fort Riley. So these probably came from a military family stationed. Okay. There's 4 pieces here. It does not state the size. I can get a measurement. It all fell in the basket. It's fine. I'm typically one that doesn't ask for help. Let's start on. There's 4. Let's start it at 10.
Buy it now or?
No, not buy it now. Buy it now would have to be higher than that. Let's start it at 10 so people can, and I could still show it. There's 4 pieces here. I'm going to show everybody and then we'll get site links.
So Southern Belle asks, what's the engraving writing on the bottom?
So not all of them are engraved. Like this one's just stamped. They are all the same pattern and color. So this one says designed by, is it Dashner? It's D-A-N, or, I mean, I can Google Lens it. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Mr. Stephanie wrote this on cards for me. So it's D-A-H-E-R. So this is a tea can from, it's made in England, but the designer is from Long Island, New York. So it's the designer's name, designed by, I'm going to say Dashner. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry, y'all.
Kraken's in for 10, looking for 12.
Long Island, New York, 11101. I'm going to assume that's the zip code. Container, made in England. Let's see. Try to get the glare off as best I can. So there's one, and it's clean. I mean, it probably needs a good wipe down, but it's not rusted out. So there's one. This one's on a hinge. Oh, it's still got something in it. Smells like powder. This one, designed by D-A-H-E-R. So this one, you might be able to see a little better. And that's going back in it because it came with it. This one is just printed, right? Had it upside down. It feels like there might be something on it, so if you want me to wipe it off, I will, or I'll just send it that way. See it? It's kind of colored different. So I'm not quite sure what. It was in a box I had over here. It's just something I hadn't put a whole lot into. It was something I was hoping to have for a profit. But everything I'm bringing today, yesterday it started on Rita's channel. If she's still here, she can verify. I did mention all sales today and yesterday. 50% was going to go for our Thanksgiving fund for outreach for Fort Riley families. Today it's 100%. Yesterday's, which wasn't a whole lot, but it was still something, it's going to. So that's just who I am. I'm just being transparent because that's how I roll. All right. This one is a little, I would say it's a pill.
It is. It's a pill
box. Let me see if I can even open it. Oh, I did. Now this one feels, it looks, but it also feels like there might be a slight rust in it. So if no one's in for 12, then that's fine. We will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome. Congratulations, Kraken. If y'all haven't been to Kraken's, he was up in chat just a minute ago. Thank you, Kraken. If you need the sizes on these tins, you let me know and I'll get them for you and get it to you. Let me write down. I've got to stay organized, y'all, because I have to. So, Kraken. And you got the price down, right?
Yep.
Okay, Kraken, 11.6. We're just going to do this as we go. So, Kraken. Alright, so we're going to do these really quick because I have a lot of them. Everything today, 100% is going to this family's grocery budget because they don't have one. What, we're 6 days in to the month. Thanksgiving's this month, y'all, and I told her that too. I told this family, I said, listen, in a minute, she didn't know, and I was going to announce this today, but, you know, I spent the last hour and a half before I came on with this family. Her service member was doing his duty. So he's probably, well, yeah, if he ain't watching, he'll find out shortly. Mr. Stephanie, we are not going to give the location, but works in the Little Apple. And the company he works for, at least his immediate supervisor is donating not one, but 2 smoked turkeys. If y'all have ever had smoked turkey, it's amazing. If you haven't, you're missing out. One of them's going to this family for Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day. I told her, I said, listen, all the basics for Thanksgiving are covered. We will probably have a seat at her table for Thanksgiving. And I'll tell you what, if that invite comes, you better believe I'm going to be there. I just won't have pictures to prove it because I can't share that type of stuff. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm trying to process because it's not very often when someone asks me for help that I have to tell them, you have to give me until this evening. But I told her, listen, this evening you're going to have some money in your pocket. You're going to be able to go get yogurt for your children. I'll make sure you have eggs. And the emotions is because I grew up in food insecurity. And as a single mom when I was younger, Because Mr. Stephanie, there was a time where Mr. Stephanie and I wasn't an item. My children and I experienced food insecurity. There are times since then we have experienced food insecurity, some during our addiction. I got 10 years sober, y'all. I did it for my kids. It took me a long time to realize that I was worthy of recovery. I know I just went a whole lot. So I got 10 of these. I've got 10 of each. So I've actually got 20 sets. The coffee mug sets. So I'm going to pull them out. I'm pretty sure I can do, you'll have to hear me out. Some of them might vary, but this is what for sure you're going to get. You're going to get a sunflower mug. These are brand new. Brand new. Tag's still on here. The coffees differ. There's 2 different ones, so you'll just say Jim for one or Papa for the other. They're $5 each. I cannot take less because I'm already top heavy in them. But when I was on Nana's live, I brought them for $5 because let me show you. I had 2 of them. Actually, I had 3. But they've been sitting up on the shelf and I'm like, I need to get rid of them. So, anyway.
And then Timeless came in.
Hey, Timeless, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Lots of love to you. Thank you, Rita. I mean, what you see is what you get. Y'all need to understand something. I am not perfect. Okay? I mess up immensely. I mess up a lot here. I had a 8-hour show one night that was supposed to be a sell for a couple hours, and it turned into an 8-hour conversation with others that joined. And it turned into a mental health evening. I'm not taking it down. What you see is what you get. If it makes people uncomfortable, I'm sorry. But we all struggle, and we put our best faces on when we come in here, whether it's a chat or something else. So these, whether you get the Jim Beam, no alcohol, it's just the brand. Yes, from the... Hey, wait. Okay. I thought I might have had 2 of DD Sweetie, or 3 of DD Sweeties in that one. All right. So, you'll either get Jim Beam or you'll get Papa Nichols.
Okay. So, Rita's mugs times 6, 3 of each, please. And I would like to gift them.
So 6 total. That would probably be amazing. Smoked brisket. I don't think I've ever had smoked brisket.
Yes, you have. It's in the freezer.
Oh. See? All right. So, in each of these, they come. Let me pull the candy out for a second. Put the mug back. I am sugar-free and have been sugar-free for well over a month. It was not easy. I don't recommend it for anyone who likes their sweets. For me, it was a health choice. I didn't want to become a diabetic. I'm already pre-diabetic. It runs in my family, and I have a couple of predispositions. So, the candy is the Welch's Original. These are the chewies, so they're like the Tootsie Roll size. You get 4 of those. Then you get the Welch's Original Coffee. That's the hard candy. 4 of those. So that's 8 pieces of candy. Plus, as long as I can fill them, because I didn't put them in all the 10 for each, is DD's. Yes, virtual shopkeeper DD. I ordered these from her. These are her sugar-free caramels. She gets them local to her. There's going to be 2 in these bags. As long as I have enough to fill each one, you'll get them. If there's not in there, I will try to add something to your box. I promise. I try to take care of everybody. My mom, y'all that are just joining, haven't seen me in chats before I started selling, or anything else. This is who I am. I can't take credit for it because I screwed up enough in life. My mother passed away 4 years ago, but she was an orphan at an early age. So that's what that one will be. If it's the Papa Nichols, it's kind of how it'll come to you. But with a lot of wrapping so it don't get broken shipment.
And Rita, I got all those wrote down. We'll get them all according to who they go to.
Mr. Stephanie got them wrote down for you, Rita. Thank you so much, honey. I really appreciate you. Y'all, if you haven't checked out the Buddha chick, that's Rita. Now, I'm going to tell you, she's right. I looked last night after I got off her show, and I was trying to figure out what's Gouda Renee's is where we crossed our paths. Now, for most of y'all, if you go back to my earlier shows, especially that 8-hour one, I'm not a religious person. There is a higher power, but I'm not here to tell you or anyone else how to believe. If you don't believe, that's your business too. For my own reasons, I just don't push it on anyone. But the booted chick has, I think it's Monday through Friday. I might be wrong. She can put it in if I am. But she has, now that I'm thinking of it, now I'm not going to say it right. And I'm conscientiously aware I'm going to say it wrong. So, here I go. That phone's too. She has a morning show where she reads devotionals. I think she reads from the Bible too. I've been busy a lot lately, so. But here's the thing, okay? I've got 4 children that I brought into this world. Mr. Stephanie, did you see Rita's?
Yep, I just sat down.
I successfully brought in 4 children to this world. I just lost my train of thought because you said yes. Yes, so not all of them are religious. All of them believe it's something. But I have one. He came into the world almost 2 full months early. Like in the middle of the night, I woke up and I'm like, what's that feeling? Go to the bathroom and realized I was in labor. Problem was, I was 60 miles from the hospital. I had a complication during the night. Well, he did. And the Lord chose to save him by placing me in labor, and I delivered him successfully without a doctor. And he is an American soldier today because he does everything in his own time. He is very religious. It drives me crazy. He calls me the other day, and I'm on Rita's. So I don't know what day. It was probably Monday if she was on. Anyways, I've got it full blast. I answer my personal number, and he's like, how's it going? And I'm like, dude, can you not hear the background? Rita's on right now. You're interrupting me. You know, we all come from different backgrounds. We all struggle in one way or another. And if we don't, then I don't know if that's a blessing or not. But I am down to earth. I do get caught up sometimes. I'm setting these back over there. I do make mistakes. I will do anything I can humanly possible for anyone in uniform. They don't even have to be military. If you wear a badge. My military mamas, on the other hand, we're all sisters. So if you ever see someone jump in and say sister, they're connected to me. You probably won't see a whole lot of that here on this platform, but other platforms. I will do anything because there's something about becoming military strong. It matters no branch. It matters no politics. We are moms, dads, whatever first, and we're there for each other.
So Timeless says she's a proud military mama too. So
yes, and if y'all haven't been to Timeless Jewels by Deborah, I'm telling y'all.
I shared the link. So
I'm telling y'all, go over there and check her out. She's on a few times a week. She's on other channels. I don't know which ones because I'm not always able to hit them up, but I will tell you everything I've gotten from her. If she said it was 925, it tested correctly. If she said, hey, this is a scratch and dent, it was that. Her jewelry bags, she sells those too. I know I'm taking a lot of time, y'all, but this is who I am. I am not boosting her up. That's her. Okay? That's her. I'm just telling you.
Rita says, okay, I'm going to bug you. I have to head out, but I want to know if you've done the auction for the next necklace lot yet.
No, let's get to it, Rita. All right. I do not know how many pieces are here. Timeless, if there's any pieces in here that were yours, I apologize. I went crazy yesterday because this one I was going to do 50%, maybe 100% for our Thanksgiving fund for those serving next door. It's going to start at $30 start bid. There may be stuff marked, and if it's marked, it's probably right. I cannot confirm who I got this all from, except these are not things I bought. These are not things I bought a month and a half or 2 months ago. This is stuff 6 weeks or newer. $30. I'll start showing, and I have a lot more I can add to this.
Yes, Rita, it's for groceries.
It's for groceries. And you can screenshot this one right now. Timeless by Deborah and Rita will have a receipt for everything over the last 2 days. They may even have a photo. Shoot, none of these people would be able to show those photos, but I'll show you a photo. But Timeless, she understands OPSEC, so she's gonna have full disclosure. Don't harass her. That's one thing not to do. I've got to find something to put this in. So I had it yesterday, but then I moved a few things. So give me just a second. Here, we're gonna start with this basket.
You want to start showing that?
Yes, I'm grabbing a basket.
Oh, okay.
I have to have something to put it in. So there's this one. It's pearls. I don't know that they're real. It does have a mark of some sort. I have not tested any of this, just so you know. It says Express. And it's purple, y'all. This one is wood beads. I don't know what these are. They don't feel wood, but maybe they are. But that's a wood bead. It is on a barrel clasp. This one has an imprint of SC. That's what it looks like. This looks like it's hammered. That's 3. This one is silver tone. It's on a lobster clasp. It's got silver tone and some sort of blue bead. I gotcha. Thank you for not calling. Anyone attached to military, not attached to military, if you hear any slings like I've got your 6, we mean it. I mean, if I had to have went and stood at Walmart with a sign looking ridiculous today. These are seed beads.
Wow. Rita's in for 100.
All right, so since we're at 100, Rita, I'm not charging you shipping for this. I will cover shipping. I wasn't going to announce that to anyone. I just figured this is multiple strands, y'all. I would say there's more than 10. And I'm trying to do it justice. I don't have my confidence in selling a whole lot of jewelry right yet, but I'm going to try to show it the best I can. This one, I think, is mother of pearl. I'll show you the back. I think my lighting's messing with me. I don't know what type of beads are on there. I'm going to set this one to the side because I don't want it getting broke. That's why I had it at the top. Here is gold tone. Again, I have not checked any of this, and I'm all right that I haven't checked any of this. So, this is light. I mean, most people would be able to wear it. I don't know what type of metal. This is one that came in recently. It was in a bag. It feels brand new. The lines on it. I don't call it rope. I call it line. It is enamel. I do know that much about it. This one appears to me to be vintage or a replica of vintage. It's gold tone. Here. It is yellow. Almost like a lemon yellow. So there's that one. This one's multi. It's got wood. I don't know if those are metal. It does have a lobster clasp. It does have some sort of beads. I wouldn't say they're real. It's got a little bit of weight, but it's not overly heavy. I lost count, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. So these are like navy blue. It's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands to it. So, shoot. See, I didn't even get all the way ready. I meant to put on my bling from Johnny that I got yesterday or the day before. No, it was the day before in the mail. I just didn't make it to the post office in time to get it. I wore it yesterday for Rita's, but I was going to wear it again today. One, there's dragonflies. This one, I don't see a mark on it. It is a lobster clasp too. It's gold tone and it's white. So there's that one. It does have some weight on it. It's not something I'd give to my grandmother. She's 86 for anyone that would like to know. Let's see. All right, this one is, okay. I thought it was something different. Now, this one does not have much weight to it, but it's pretty. It's got the blue, or not the blues. It's got the yellows and the greens. And it does have this that's attached. Oh, I cannot think of what that's called right now. I could have told you earlier what that's called. It's a tassel of some sort, but I know that's not what y'all call it. Alright, let's see. And I promise none of this will come tangled. I mean, it might be a little tangled with it if it's multi, but it won't be tangled with other necklaces. I'll separate them all. I've got all the bags to do it. So this is gold tone. It is not heavy. This is another light one I could give my grandma. Um, she wore stuff like this, which, I mean, maybe she would have, but, you know. Christmas is coming. Alright, so this one does look a little old. It's got a little bit of tarnish on it, but that don't mean anything. Some people can make it look that way. So, does have a lobster clasp, but the ends are that, and that's what's tarnished. Everything else looks pretty clean. And these are just beads. I would say acrylic. They're lightweight. They are, let's see, coral. Hopefully I said that word right. I have a problem rolling my R's, always have. Here is a silver chain. Let's see what it's stamped. I cannot see the stamp. Yes, I have an eye luge. No, I'm not comfortable using it. I think it says Brazil, but I might be wrong. I would not bet money on that. But either way, it's silver toned and it has this black, let's see. Feels like thread, but it's thick. So like a rope that runs through it. And it's pretty long. I could probably, let's see. Yeah, I could put it over my head. So that one's pretty big. This one is wood beads and some really tiny, almost like sea bead. It's stamped with bead something. I can't fully read it. The letters are too small. But it does have this, what is that, a toggle clasp? Is that what these are called? I know they're called something. See, this is why typically I don't sell much jewelry if I have to be detailed, but there's that one. All right, so this isn't this hematite, Mr. Stuff?
I think so. I got almost a silver tone to the gray.
Yeah. It's the one that I got you the rings and you kept breaking the rings. So there's that one. As far as I know, it was new when I bought it. It has a barrel clasp to it. The beads on this one might, they look stone, but they feel really light. So it's silver toned. So there's that one. On the 9th, if y'all aren't busy, Angela Isaacs is having a sale. I'll share it on my community page. Jess, the Butterfly Queen, will be there. And a few of y'all, if I bought jewelry from you, you might stop in if you got time that day and you're not already doing a live with someone. Jess is bringing up her game. And I think she's pretty ready for the 9th to get here.
The 9th, right?
Yep, the 9th. I just don't know time.
Give me a second, I'll have all that in.
But it's Angela Isaacs.
Yep.
Alright, so this is pretty. Looks gold tone. It's got a lot of beads. There is some weight on this. I would not put it on my grandmother. But it does have some bling. The beads are just probably acrylic, y'all. I'm just being as real as I can be with you. Lobster. So, and it's got, I would say, probably a 3-inch, at least a 2.5-inch extender on it.
So I just dropped the link for that show on the 9th.
We have a lot of incredible people in our communities. You know, YouTube is the universe, so to speak, for the, you know, but there are so many platforms. If you look at different areas as countries, like we do, you know, in the real world, meaning off the internet, I mean, there are so many different cultures and people. This is another gold chain. It does have some weight to it. It's gold toned. I don't see a mark on it. Alright, so here is a heart. It does have some weight, but the weight's like right here. The chain itself is not heavy. I don't think that's a real stone. I think it is acrylic. Now this one, let me see. So there is something that's being added. So this one looks, I thought it's, well, maybe it is acrylic. I can see through it. Each one I can see through. Here, I'll show you the back. I can see through it with the light. So here's this one. This is gold tone. Now with that piece comes these. You're going to get this box too. This box looks like this. It's only the size of just bigger than toothpicks as far as length. Okay. It's got an engraved heart there. If you slide it open, here's some clip-on earrings. They're not overly heavy, but they might bother some people. Yeah, I can see through those too. So these match that necklace. So they fit in here. It's a little cool little box compartment thing. So the earrings to this necklace are in here. That's going in. Mr. Stephanie, what are we up to? Are we at 100?
Yeah, we're at the 100 that read it.
All right. If anyone else wants to come in, I've got some more stuff. This is sea bead and acrylic purple. This one's going to need cleaned up a little because I haven't cleaned it. I don't typically clean jewelry because some people don't like it. Most of the jewelry I get, I have the intent to gift or resell. So this appears to be coins, but they're not, and they're not heavy. This is something my grandma would be able to wear. But they're like this right here. It looks like it might have got wet at one time, so it just needs wiped off. But I don't typically clean jewelry, and I don't want to tarnish anything. I'm going to leave this one on because I think it'll show better. It's a little twisted, so let's see. Try to get it. Alright, it's not going to show quite the way I'd want to, but now this is a heavy chain. There is one strand, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. There's at least 6 strands there. And it's pretty heavy. And I'll tell you how heavy because I've got my thing here. My scale. It is 4.8 ounces. 4.8 ounces. So that is what? Oh, I ain't had a baby in a while, so I'm trying to think in ounces. That's enough to feed a month-old as far as weight. A month-old, I think, drinks 4 ounces at a time. Okay. And then, of course, this goes in. So, here, I'm going to hold that. So, that's almost full already. I'm going to tell you how much weight, as long as it's not over 10 pounds, because I don't think the scale goes over 10. I started rolling with selling before I had all the proper stuff. So typically, if I have stuff over 10 pounds, I weigh it separately. So that might be what has to happen here. But we're going to try. Oh, yeah, that's so much more than 10 pounds because it only registered at 3.5. Maybe not. Here. I would think that there's more. I'd say that's at least 5 pounds. Maybe not. I can throw more in it, though. So, last call. I do have other jewelry, but if y'all's good, I'm good with giving it to Rita at that price. I wasn't going to announce it was going to be free shipping because I didn't want to entice anyone or make them feel like they needed to. But she's going to get all this. Rita, you're going to have one of these come in the mail with you. Anyone that receives sunflowers, whether it's this one.
So you might want to read chat.
I will. Give me just 1 second. There's another one, but it's a little smaller than this. These come in with packages that I've sent this week. Hold on to these. These are going to be important. Mr. Stephanie, I'm sending for all I claimed friends and family. Tell Steph to invoice me just for the ship. I just got a Kelly hug. Thank you, Rita. You know, we were coming off post, and I told Mr. Stephanie, I said, do you have enough in your account to get me something cold to drink? Because I'm going to be coming in hot for my life. And we had to make it work, but we got it. And I was nervous about coming on and telling you why I really needed the help, because when people reach out to me, it's usually in a crisis. Even when I tell them not to, let me know ahead of time because I can prepare better. Most, other than the top 2 shelves, all that's groceries. That's canned goods. I have a deep freeze over here. I mean, it's piled with boxes right now because I'm trying to move things around and get more organized. But that's all community. That's okay. People don't have to drive to me. I drive to them. They're not charged a cent. If you're in uniform, you're asking for a reason. I was nervous about how transparent I could be tonight, but y'all made it worth it. And Rita, you're incredible. Your gift's incredible. You know, I know I'm new to a lot of people. I'm not new to YouTube. I'm new to auctions. My team, y'all hear me refer to her as Firecracker. Her identity, I'm not mom, okay? I'm not moms that will wear orange for anyone I love. You don't have to be blood family to me. She's only 18 and she's still in high school. And she's been telling me for over a year, Mom, I want to be a YouTube star. You can make money, da da da. And I'm like, who are you trying to fool? You can't make nothing. That's all full scams. I mean, there are those scammers out there. You have to be careful. But I'll tell you what, there's so many of y'all that are genuine and real. And, you know, y'all make it worth staying on YouTube. Y'all make it worth being real, being vulnerable. You know, so I appreciate y'all. I know I'm bleeding over on other people's time. That group told me earlier today that it was okay, because if we wait to come on, we're never gonna get on. I just appreciate y'all being here today. I appreciate everybody that no matter what's going on YouTube, no matter the crisis, that you show up, that you're real. You know, I know it's hard to be real. I don't have another choice, though. I have 10 years of sobriety. I can't behave in another manner. Now, if I'm in someone's chat and someone, take Johnny for instance, shout out to Johnny. He'll, in the mornings especially, he'll be like, hey, Stephanie, you know, how Johnny does it. And he'll be like, how you doing? And I want to tell y'all, there's a lot of mornings where I do, like, not all mornings for blanket hellos, but especially recently, but let's say more than 2 weeks ago when I did a blanket hello, I was drowning that day. I was praying because the communities I have felt here on YouTube have been very welcoming for the most part. I have found support in places I didn't know existed. And so I appreciate y'all. Rita and Timeless will have a complete transparency on all the funds yesterday and today. It'll take a couple days because obviously, but if you ever want to know when I do something for my community and my neighbors, they will be the ones. Or Lindsay Ann, she's another one that floats around others, and I mean that. I don't mean that to sound wrong, Lindsay, but she knows a whole lot of people. So those 3 people will be able to tell you within, say, 96 hours of me doing something that those funds went to the place they were meant to. Don't harass them. This community I live in, my neighbors, they really need the help when they ask for it. And usually when they ask, they're drowning. And I want you to know, this woman who has stood and helped box this stuff for her tonight, their family's going through a lot. I've been there. She couldn't even pack her own boxes for me. And don't take that wrong if you're listening. I felt bad I couldn't just hand her money and tell her, we'll be good another time. Right? Instead, I said, no. I mean, Mr. Stephanie bought her Keurig that he's going to pay her for this evening. But past that, you know, y'all help me take care of my neighbors. And I'm never going to forget that. So thank you. I'm going to end this live now because others are on. Not that I didn't have stuff to sell, but today I needed to be here to help my neighbors next door. And y'all help me do that. So y'all have a good night. I love you. And reach out to those that I mentioned just a little bit ago. Because they know how to get in touch with me day or night. Thank you again. Have a good night. See you in another chat.